Hi, and welcome to week 7, Interpreting Wisdom Texts in the Old Testament. So we're moving into the last couple of weeks on the semester. I encourage you to kind of put it in low gear and plow forward. I know that these semesters go so fast, and many of you are taking a couple courses as well as working and having family lives, but we're almost there. So stay the course. I know you can do it, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with this semester. But with that in mind, let's jump into wisdom texts. So our first assignment, 7.1, is comparing wisdom literature. So while reading the teaching of Amenope, keep an eye out for parallels and similarities. Keep searching until you find at least 3 and write down the examples of any you find. So the key to this course right off the bat is that you're going to be looking at the teaching of Amenope, and you're going to be looking at Proverbs, and we're going to want to see, are there similarities or differences, and we're going to want to look at context, historical context, to determine whether there are any potential links or why these potential similarities may exist. So based upon your study of Amenope and Proverbs, write a 3-page essay that reflects upon the following questions. What do you think about the fact that there are parallels between the book of Proverbs and the literature of the ancient Near East? And then 2, does that surprise you, encourage you, horrify you, or fascinate you? And then finally, how would you explain these parallels? A key to the paper is to be sure and include outside research in addition to the reading assigned this semester or this week in order to create a full essay. And for me, an essay includes an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. The body of the paper needs to have evidence and should list the similarities that you found from both Amenope and the Proverbs. It should have at least a section on historical context of the two, and then an argument for are these similar or are they not, and why. So I'm looking for a lot out of this paper. This is a chance for you to show me your research. I'm definitely wanting you to go outside of our reading and do some outside research and include those references. Our second assignment, assignment 7.2, is on obtaining wisdom. Proverbs chapters 1 to 8 carefully, or read Proverbs chapter 1 to 8 carefully, and then write a 1 to 2 page paper answering the following question. What lessons should we learn about what we should do to obtain wisdom? So the core of the assignment is, what is wisdom and how do we obtain it and how do we keep it? Be sure to include some specific examples from the biblical text about the source, the purpose, and the methods for obtaining wisdom. Again, do some outside research and include that in your paper, and at a conclusion, discussing a modern application for wisdom. In other words, what can we learn from this and how do we use it in our churches today? Then we have a discussion post, which is to evaluate modern wisdom. One of the main questions in the book of Job is how a just God could exist when suffering is so common on earth. I want you to write a 1-page post exploring how the book is designed to appeal to a skeptical audience. In other words, someone reading Job for just the first time might find that it's pretty odd that God and the devil make basically a wager on how Job is going to respond when the devil attacks him. And so what does that tell us? How can we better understand God based upon understanding the book of Job? So an audience who reads this book is going to be quite skeptical when these 3 friends come alongside and then they make speeches and then Job and God get into a discussion. How is this book designed to appeal to and to persuade a ancient audience and a modern audience about the characteristics of God. All right, so with that, we have two fairly long assignments and an in-depth discussion post. Please get an early start. I think that will help. Reach out to me by email if you have any questions. And don't forget to complete your course evaluations, which will go active this week and continue next week. They're very important on how Moody evaluates the course, how Moody evaluates me. And so this is a chance for you to give some feedback. I appreciate all your help and look forward to reading your papers. Have a great day.